Excited about the fact that the month of March is gradually coming to an end. Today is the 23rd of March 2026. Welcome to Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and it's time for the Evening Rush. On the Evening Rush, we discuss topical issues across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. We try to logically analyze these issues, deep dive, so we have a better comprehension and not speculations or unresolved conspiracy theories that may not align with the true realities of the situation bedeviling Nigeria. While Nigerians are beguiled by the current of plethora of challenges they're facing, some persons believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel, so long as we're able to give sense, all right, or proper comprehension to those in power to see the plight of the people that they currently govern. That's the only way, and the only way to do that is either to pray for them, or we'll continue to call out their attention and reel out the anomalies in government so they address all of these issues. However, we do know very presently that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had a very, would I say, ostentatious outing in the UK. One, actually, basically just one of the kind since he assumed power in 2023. There is a belief that the president's administration solely believes in international perspective, how he is viewed by his international counterparts in the global space. And it has actually been quite disappointing in terms of the perception internationally until his visit to the United Kingdom. It was actually glamorous and we'll say ostentatious. The outing was an illustration of Nigeria's diplomatic relationship with the United Kingdom. However, the Chatham House released a report on what they perceived to be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's visit to the United Kingdom, where he was hosted by King Charles III as a state visit to the UK's highest level of diplomatic visit, using royal ceremony to signal and strengthen relations with key partners. Also, it's being framed in Abuja as a landmark moment, showcasing the unique bond between the two countries and inaugurating a new era of cooperation. Tinubu's visit is meant to provide an opportunity to further operationalize the Nigeria-UK strategic partnership signed in November 2024 during Foreign Secretary David Lammy's visit to Nigeria, and the February 2024 Enhanced Trade and Investment Partnership. We're going to be looking at this investment partnership to whose advantage? To Nigeria's advantage or the United Kingdom's advantage? We're going to look into that, even if we discussed it last week. But more incisive details have come out from that particular outing. Tinubu has engaged actually in frequent presidential traveling, maintaining a visible presence at summits across Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Africa. His trips and those of senior officials have drawn criticism for their cost amid rising poverty, hunger, and falling purchasing power back home. Foreign Minister Yusuf Togo has articulated a 4D foreign policy, which is built on democracy, development, demography, and diaspora, and advocated for Nigeria's strategic autonomy. But in practice, Nigeria's diplomatic capacity has lagged behind its rhetoric. Ambassadorial appointments have been slow or seen as politicized, weakening diplomatic capacity to implement the administration's agenda. Tinubu's administration has also sought international validation, which is what I also mentioned, for its key domestic reforms: fuel subsidy removal, naira devaluation, and tax reform. His team cites various policy achievements as proof of success. This include headline inflation falling from above 30% in 2024 to around 15% last month. Also, a stabilizing naira, Nigeria's removal from the Financial Action Task Force grey list, and also S&P raising its outlook to positive and renewed investor interest. This is from the Chatham House. What I'm reading out right now is from Chatham House. However, for many Nigerians, the combination of subsidy removal, devaluation, and tougher taxation with weak safety nets recalls the shock therapy of the late 1980s, when IMF-aligned reforms under General Babangida produced lasting social cost. Poverty remains high. Food insecurity has risen. Household spending remains weak, and credit remains expensive for small firms. Growth is concentrated in capital-intensive sectors such as finance and ICT, while agriculture remains constrained by insecurity and structural bottlenecks. Nigeria's deficits in education, skills, and health are having a more negative impact on future earnings than in other comparable economies. Now, his London visit likely focused on leveraging the UK Nigeria ETIP, which is to attract investment in energy, infrastructure, technology, and services, sectors where UK firms are competitive. However, any potential investments are unlikely actually to fix Nigeria's struggling economy or reverse the structural drivers of migration, such as rampant insecurity and weak public services. UK-Nigeria trade is significant, but not top tier. It reached £8.1 billion in figures for 2025, up to 11.4% on the preceding year. Nigeria is the UK's 36th largest trading partner, with a balance of trade in the UK's favour. In comparison, Nigeria's trade with China exceeded $22 billion, which is around £16.5 billion between January and October 2025. The UK is also a major source of FDI and a key destination for Nigerian migrants. Nigerians were one of the largest non-EU nationalities to immigrate to the UK in 2025, and remittances form an important element of Nigeria's external accounts. However, much of Nigeria's non-African commerce is still dominated by hydrocarbons and imported manufactured goods, rather than higher value non-oil exports. This pattern leaves the country vulnerable to commodity price swings and reflects structural constraints at home. In other words, the relationship with the UK, who has it benefited more in terms of trade? Obviously, the United Kingdom. You would have expected that would have had more trade means of doing business with the United Kingdom, whereby it will flood their market with more of Nigeria's produce and less of their imported products. But it seems the trade opportunity or the trade line is basically allowing for more UK imported goods down here in Nigeria. Nigeria consumes more imported items than exported items. In fact, there is so much searchlight on what Nigeria exports in terms of value, and even in terms of what you consider the baseline for what could be the ingredient or requirement specifically for some of our consumables. Some of our consumables, when exported, can either stay at the port or at the airport line for months and months when they're trying to search or ensure that the items brought from this country to their country is actually fit for consumption. These are the vulnerabilities that have been discussed with Nigeria's marketing expertise with its international counterpart. We're going to be looking at Nigeria's bilateral engagement and relationship with its foreign counterparts, and who does it benefit more. Nigeria also seems to be a major hub for China's investment. Most of our raw materials and crude materials are being utilized by the Chinese government. Who gets the profit? China. Only they possibly exchange money and they flood our markets with their items. Sometimes there are complaints that some of the items they flood our markets with are inferior compared to the expectation of Nigeria's products if it is exported to China. How much of our goods and services are exported to China that provides a good marketing opportunity for Nigeria and also establishes a commercial hub to the benefit of our local producers and local manufacturers? That's a big question that a lot of the Nigerian market is asking for. Our textile industry, especially when Nigeria opened its base to China, seemed to have gotten slim or closed down. You're now having more of Chinese import into our textile market. Nigeria used to be a base for a huge textile market. We actually had a huge textile industry. Our materials were produced here, but now the Chinese government seemed to have taken advantage of that market hub, and we now have more of Chinese imported items right here in Nigeria, making our producers and the manufacturers either lazy or not making our investment opportunity in that sector attractive enough. We're going to be looking into that in the course of the conversation. Unfortunately, today being Monday, the 23rd of March 2026, Nigeria experienced an unfortunate scenario. There were twin bombings, one IED in our Niger State exactly, and another one in Kayama in Woro community in Kwara State. Several persons to be admitted dead from either an IED explosive device and another bomb blast. It's a black day in Kwara and also in Niger State. While the president has disclosed to us that insecurity is a collective effort, it's not something that only him has to work alone. The Nigerian military has opened its recruitment portal for more Nigerians to join them. We're hearing of depressing moments and experiences from our soldiers on the field as to how they've seen their colleagues and comrades die on the front line. Some of them are not even certain of returning home. So the question is, please, what is going on? What is the morale? What exactly is needed to help our military and our air force combat these guys? During the Eid al-Fitr holiday, we saw Boko Haram and ISWAP and ISIS in the Sahel regions actually celebrating Eid. They displayed it on their website where everyone could could watch it. We saw some foreigners in their midst as well. So exactly who are these foreign elements sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria? Who are the collaborators in government enabling insecurity, meaning it's an investment opportunity on a business hub for those guys? They do not want it to stop, but our young soldiers are shedding their blood on the front line to maintain the unity of this nation and protect our territorial borders. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not times to smile. While political elites are looking ahead of 2027, what bedevils Nigeria is proper governance. No electricity supply, absolute darkness. Today is World Water Day, and most communities cannot be proud to say they are seeing good water or access to good water, healthy water for them to go about their activities. In 2026, Nigeria is still grappling with having access to water in their homes, in their communities. We see fact allocations to governors. We're also seeing constituency project monies given to our senators and National Assembly members and House of Rep members. Where are these monies going to? And why are they not doing what they're supposed to do? Who is holding them accountable? Where is the monitoring committee to ensure that the monies given to these guys are actually being implemented in their constituencies and their communities? When will Nigerians begin to hold their senators, House of Rep members and governors accountable for the lack of development in their regions? Ladies and gentlemen, we will discuss this today on the Evening Rush. Barrister Darlington Agumore, good evening and thank you for joining us today. How are you?
Esther.
Sir?
Esther, baby.
Barrister Darlington.
I had,
Center Fresh in desert. Barrister Darlington.
Emma, last week, you called me out that I did not give you money.
You may go ta.
No.
Chere. Because Tali give the classy, Barrister. Now. Your dress is suiting, Barrister Darlington.
Okay.
You see,
I was thinking you would tell them that I have.
Your freshness is coated, though, Barrister Darlington Agumo. Ibu Fanta ndi 1 year go bin. Barrister, isige kole.
So please tell them that I fulfilled my promise. I go need to spend this weekend.
Ibu hot dog no na shawarma. Ibu Barrister point and kill. Barrister.
Why not grab me immediately?
Condensed milk, fruit salad, Wike, wine. Dogu woke, Barrister Darlington.
My brother.
Barrister Darling, you gave me go towel. All these praises I heaped on you is not for nothing.
I am telling you, came make I spent in the Mego last weekend. Esther. So you didn't tell them.
Barrister.
I thought you would post it.
So all these praises get me again now always. You can go kill him. You can go towel, Barrister. You hear anything, Barrister? I'm agwagin now. I'm agwagin on a radio. So you hear anything?
I was so cool. The only thing like this, yes, you have eaten enough. Esther, you mean a whole 9,200 naira spent?
Barrister Obuhego. You did not give me that money.
Okay,
I'm going to prayer point now. You get me go, Barrister.
No, 9,200 naira.
You're even specific. This one. Barrister, when did you give me 9,200?
Now, Ebe my place, my village. One big jar of wine is 3,000.
Now, up to now.
One big jar.
Okay.
I bought some last December. 3,000, big jar. That means I got 3 jars. 3 jars of wine. And all we know I got no here game. I go to this guy. Big jar.
So wine.
What are you telling me?
Just palmy. 3 jars of palmy.
What are you saying? Get with your backhoes yourself.
You cook her oporoko. As you feel.
But that particular wine, you don't joke with it in matters like that. Big jar of Nkwelu. God.
This man. This man.
Esther, baby.
Barrister 19, welcome to the Evening Rush. How are you?
It's my pleasure, dear. How was your holidays and everything?
We were here. I went here on holiday. We were here. We came to work.
It's true. I was here with you last Thursday. Where you were harassing me.
I was harassing.
like Mendy Hassan.
Who am I to harass you? Who am I to harass you? Center fresh in the work. Who am I to harass you, Barrister?
Go in, I told you.
Barrister Talent.
You know the fear. Oh, God.
All right, Barrister.
Yes.
Chatham House released a report about the president's outing very recently, and it seemed to resonate with how Nigerians perceive the president's visit to the UK. You know, with all the pomp and pageantry and the ostentatious environment, everything was beautiful. But the trade deal that was signed between Nigeria and the UK, after analysis, all right, we saw that it was more of a benefit to the United Kingdom, you know, than to Nigeria. 740 something £1,000 pounds or £1,000, right? And to provide steel for the Tinkan Island and Apapa port. And the UK government under Prime Minister Keir Starmer was celebrating that by saying that a company that was about to close up right now is now being resuscitated, providing more than 20,000 job opportunities for the UK citizens. You know, when you watch the House of Commons, when they go about their banter, the opposition and the person currently in government, when the Labour and the Conservatives, when they talk banter as to points and weakness in their government, you will realize that this issue had been raised where there are job cuts, no job opportunities, no employment opportunities, pensions of the old people are being called out. And for Keir Starmer, it was a major one, signing this deal, you know, with Nigeria, backed by Citibank, which is a UK bank. So the big question was, did the Nigerian government understand what it was signing itself into? Beyond that, it's even a loan that they would pay back with interest. That loan has not been disclosed when the money will be paid back and what kind of interest will be into it. But then you're saying that the steel will be provided by the United Kingdom. We don't know who will be responsible for paying the transport of those guys. And then we're also hearing another deal. Well, you would have a lot of returnees or some persons who have overstayed. And we've heard persons who supposedly have gone off the law will be returning back to Nigeria. That's one of the agreements. You know, it's almost like you're decongesting wherever it is they keep them in the UK. They're happy about that. How would you react to this?
Esther, the worst thing that has happened to Nigeria since independence and since creation was Buhari and Tinubu. Seriously. These two men, they have sold Nigeria to the Western powers for their own political survival. Buhari did it and Tinubu continued. They are not even thinking of Nigeria. The growth of Nigeria, the development of Nigeria is not in their agenda. Seriously. In fact, if we had a National Assembly, they should have started impeachment proceedings against Tinubu by now. Seriously, because of that deal. Tinubu did that thing on his own. I didn't hear and I didn't see when the National Assembly talked about anything that has to do with what Tinubu went to do in UK. No discussion in Nigeria until this man got there, and we now started hearing that this deal, because they call it deal, just to confuse Nigerian, but this is a loan that your great grandchildren is going to pay. Just because he want UK to validate his leadership and the coming election. Is there any other reason? Esther, is there any other reason? That is the major reason. Tinubu's selfish political survival. And that is how he sold Nigeria to the UK. That particular steel business, seriously, is very annoying. Esther, very, very annoying. Ajokuta Steel Complex is there. Esther. The biggest in the whole world. I have raised these issues before last year. What will be wrong if Tinubu revived that particular place? Esther, please tell me. Nigerians really tell me, what is wrong? You mean with what I'm hearing now, that place will remain moribund forever? Eh? And you tell me that you are going to create prosperity. Where is the prosperity coming from? You cannot create job and you are talking of prosperity. Is it not when you are working and earning good pay that prosperity will come? So where will you earn the money when there is no factory? Eh? And somebody is clapping hands celebrating this outing in UK. You went to go and borrow money. Borrow money. Upon the fact that we are looking for 210 trillion naira from NNPCL. You didn't even fight to recover that money. Tell us where it is and all that. You were just very easy for you to go and borrow money. Eh? Somebody will borrow you money and then tell you what to buy with the money they borrowed from you. You borrow from them. Is that balance? Please, Esther, is that balance? Why are we always borrowing money? How many persons have come there to borrow money from us? Because there's no money to borrow to anybody. 200 and over. 200 million and over people. 200 and with all the natural resources God has given us, Esther, we are not doing anything with it. In fact, we are not even thinking of doing anything with it. We just fritter it away. Fritter it away. Our own crude oil that God gave us, we have sold it up front. No thanks to Buhari. Up front. Yet 210 trillion is missing from NNPCL. Are we serving the God of Mammon? Because that's the only God that can never be satisfied with money. The more money you bring, the more money he will demand. How can such an amount be missing from Nigeria? And yet nobody is thinking of recovering it. And you went to go and borrow money. Eh? You went to go and borrow money. Let somebody come and tell me now that money will be utilized for that purpose. With this election that is coming. No, tell me how that money will be. Have they used any money they borrowed for the purpose? Esther, have you forgotten that this particular port last year, $900 million was budgeted for upgrading that place? Apart from the fact that place has been concessioned. So why is it that this particular administration just do things without thinking? Eh?
Is it possible that basically it was a means to woo the president, and it was right there that they reached this deal? Because the president has always wanted this kind of international outing. He had always wanted to be seen, possibly even with American President Trump, beyond the usual, which is Emmanuel Macron, president of France, and other, African nationals, but more of the, Western European counterparts leadership. He has always wanted to be seen, and this was a major supposed win for them. I mean, we heard that monies were given to supporters to chant, the support of the president, but then that is not even bad. All the organization and the pomp and whatever, it's not bad. But there were talks that better arrangements or better deals would have been signed with the United Kingdom. I mean, there are more population of Nigerians in the UK. It's one of the places that's kind of easy for Nigerians to migrate to. We are having huge population of Nigerians in the United Kingdom, and obviously it's because of this relationship that Nigeria has with the United Kingdom. But then there are talks that some Nigerians don't like the UK. They believe the UK was the colonial master and still the colonial master of Nigeria. They also believe the UK sponsored what happened. There was a collaboration with the United Kingdom and Nigeria during the Biafran War, and that despite all the insecurity Nigeria has been going through, we have not heard the UK say, we want to support you, we want to help you out in all of this that you've been going through. So, which is one of the things that was expected to be signed since the president traveled to the UK. Possibly more arms, more ammunition that will be supplied to the Nigerian government to fight insecurity beyond, the United States of America. Those were better deals that were needed, whereby we also have more trade, most of our goods supplied to the UK, which would even help a lot of us who produce here and enable our export to the UK. hey, these were the deals that were expected in terms of the bilateral commercial relationship with the United Kingdom. So what happened? Was it not properly thought out? Because we had the Minister of Trade and Investment in that meeting. We had the Minister of Tourism in that meeting. We had the Minister of Finance, Mr. Wale Edun, who accompanied the president. These were the president's entourage. We had the NSA. We had the chief of, the chief Minister of Defense, along with the president. These were the conversations that ought to have had that would seal a deal that would be reckoned with. So what happened?
Esther, please, I wish I had the opportunity. I wish I had access. I would have stopped the trip entirely.
Yeah,
I'm not joking. That trip was unnecessary.
Wait, hold on. You say you wish you had the access.
I am telling you.
Meaning that if you could communicate to the president, you tell him to stop.
I will tell them not to go anywhere.
And they will listen to you.
They may not listen, but God will listen. If I deflate the tire of the plane and ground it, what is wrong with that? Let them stay here. Let them stay here because they have sold Nigeria. Esther, they have sold you and I. And you said I should clap for them. They have sold us out. What are you telling me here? You want to go and visit your former colonial masters to give you stipends, to give you what? And you are happy with it. What are you saying here? We no longer have a civil society. They would have gone to block the airport and stop them from going anywhere. Yes, it is allowed. You are protesting. It's just that they did not make it clear what they are going there to. They call it state, state visit. Esther, state visit now turned out to state enslavement. Can't you see it? They trickishly call it state visit, only for the thing to turn out to be another thing entirely. Even the Prime Minister did not even come to welcome Tinubu when he was coming to number 10 Darwin Street. Tinubu had to walk, unlike what is obtainable in diplomatic circle, whereby you go and now meet your guests and then escort him to your office. Tinubu had to be, allowed to walk, as if he's just anyhow visitor. Kestama did not come and meet him. He didn't. That will tell you how they regard you. It's only good when they want to make use of you. They know that Tinubu is looking for their validation. I'm not joking.
So you took advantage of it?
Of course.
All right, Barrister.
This is that happened in America.
If you talk, the supporters of the government will say, all we do is to criticize him, or possibly we only like to lampoon him and not put out the positivity in his government, or maybe theoretically look at his policy arrangement on paper and how it could better shape Nigeria's economy. So Chatham House say yes. It's actually quite okay. It's not bad. It actually looks good. Oh, on paper, yes. The International Monetary Fund say yes, on paper it looks good. But it's the contrast in terms of how Nigerians look in compared to what they say is applied on the paper, or when the administration praises itself that now there is no longer an economic uncertainty and that there is light at the streaming through the tunnel. But Barrister, let's look at contracts and bidding. For example, we heard that one Snake Island, a contract had been given to Chaguri.
Yes, and
since he became president, Barrister, that man has quietly collected over $12.7 billion in federal contracts. That's Gilbert Chaguri. And some people say he's not a Nigerian, but he's a Nigerian Lebanese, or he's a Nigerian citizen. For someone who's been in this country for so long, obviously he may have obtained his citizenship passport. Okay, so he can be called a Nigerian. April 2024, there was no competition, there was no tender. High-tech construction, Chaguri Group handed the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, valued at $11 billion, which is 15.3 trillion naira. Works Minister Umahi announced it like it was normal. there was no bidding for it. 2025, Akpakpa and Tinkan Island Ports renovation. Contract goes to ITB Nigeria, also Chagri Group. Value $700 million. Chagri has zero history in port construction. No open tender, no explanation, just the president's signature. Same year, Snake Island Container Terminal. ITB Construction Nigeria plus Belgium's DEME Group. Value $1 billion, 45-year concession. Nigerians won't finish paying the concession until 2070. Nobody actually voted for Gilbert Chaguri. He's the only person handling all those contracts. No open bid, no other construction company called to bid. Let's see who the highest bidder is and then go with them. Now, here's what it's actually not being looked into. In 2000, Chaguri pleaded guilty in a U.S. federal court. The charge is conspiracy to launder money stolen by Sani Abacha, former military administrator, now late. He forfeited $66 million. In 2021, he paid another $1.8 million settlement for an illegal U.S. political donation. Okay? And what's the connection here with the government in power? Tinubu's son, Sheyi Tinubu, sits on the board of CDK Integrated Industries, a Chagri Group subsidiary. So the president awards billions to a firm where his son holds a board seat. The question is, what is happening? Why is nobody looking into it?
Good.
All right. Now, if you ask the supporters of this government, name one particular $1 billion federal contract since 2023, all right, since Tinubu came into power, won through open competitive bidding. Just one.
None. Esther, none.
We want to know, maybe those ones are not, in a public fora for us to check through it and look through it.
We would have had, whereas the papers would have published it. Is that not true? There is none, Esther. You see what I told you, that we have been sold out.
Oh, okay. Hold on, Barrister. Before you start saying we've been sold out, is it possible that maybe it's only Chagri that has the money for all of this contract?
Which money? Our money. Esther, our money that has now become his money. Which money does he have? In Lebanon, where he came from, who is he there? Is there any Nigerian businessman that is making such a deal in Lebanon, at least collecting contract to do anything at all in Lebanon or anywhere in the world? Mention that person. China is here, preying on our resources. America is here, preying on our resources. UK have joined, preying on our resources. Now this Lebanese man and his group preying on our resources, Esther. You mean after plundering this country, there will be something for your grandchildren? No, are you not thinking along that line? You mean when all these people come and plunder this country, they will now go back to their home to relax and enjoy while leaving carcass for us here? Look at the number of deals they are making here. Yeah, we are not seeing any result. No single result. No single result. They just collect the money and walk away. And these are what? Selfish interest, political selfish interest. No, nothing. It's not about this country. It's not about you and I. That is where it pains me that somebody got into office only to pursue selfish agenda, not Nigerian agenda, like Donald Trump is pursuing American agenda. Can you tell me one thing you and I can say, okay, this area, yeah, Tinubu is right, you have been doing so well here? Can you just mention? Because when I talk now, you tell me NEF fund. You can see what is going on there now in the NEF fund. So this man has never wished Nigeria well. All those things that they talk on paper, this and it, nothing. He has not done anything except this loan he has plunged Nigeria into without no result. Airport, that contract you mentioned that Shagori collected last year. How far has he gone before you went for another loan? How far has he gone?
Or before he was given another contract.
How far did he go before you now talk? And this other one now that comes from UK, his hands are there too. His hands will definitely be there, whether you like it or not. So that of last year, there was no cost-benefit analysis. Nobody had gone to check whether he met the standard and the agreed terms and of the contract. Nobody checks anything. They just collect this money.
But Barrister, is
and then pocket
disheartening
it.
that this is just not at the executive. It's almost at every hierarchy of government. Let's take a look at the National Assembly. Nigeria's National Assembly has been looting us blind every year. Not rumors, not propaganda, cold, hard facts. They're all out there. It's just for you to go search for it and get your details. Barrister, in 2023, the National Assembly quietly inserted 770.72 billion naira in new projects into the budget and inflated MDA allocations by 58.55 billion naira without executive approval, without the president's approval. There were no consequences, no convictions. This, if you want to verify from budget 2025, that's budget source. So it doesn't seem as if one is just putting out numbers, vaguely. In 2024, Senator Ninga exposed that Nigeria was running two budgets simultaneously. National Assembly passed 25 trillion naira. Government implemented 28.7 trillion naira. 3.7 trillion naira unaccounted for. Ninga's reward was suspension.
Yes.
You can actually verify that. I'm sure a couple of us know
that.
It's
a fact.
Senior senators were awarded themselves 500 million naira each in the 2024 budget. Akpabio's district got 2.5 billion naira for deep freezers and generators from the Women Affairs Ministry. Hospital has no drugs. The fridges are not stocked. Nothing is inside. We don't even know if the fridges are available. Budget also confirmed the National Assembly padded the 2025 budget with 6.93 trillion naira across 11,122 phantom projects. 12.5% of the entire 54.99 trillion naira budget with no national development justification. The Senate called the report the handwork of dark angels. You can actually check it out on budget.
Of course.
2023, 2024, 2025, every single year, the system has failed Nigerians. It's almost a system working exactly for themselves, not for Nigerians. And what exactly is going on with all of this money? Why is nobody asking for it? Barrister, today is World Water Day, and communities are lacking water. In Enugu, in Anambra State, in Imo State, in Ebonyi State, in Kwara State, in Osun State, communities lack access to water. We used to have water supply from the government. All of a sudden, it's like that avenue is being displaced, gone moribund. If you're building a house now, you should be able to drill a borehole for yourself so that you can have water and not rely on the state supplying you water or the federal government supplying you water. In some of the communities, specifically in the southeast, there are complaints of dirty water being used by community members. In the north, no water as well. You can see them dredging water from deep holes and having to sieve it and supposedly boil it at home to drink in 2026. We have legislators, House of Rep members, senators collecting billions of naira monthly for constitution or whatever constituency project. Where is the money going, Barrister? Budgets are padded to go to the personal pockets of the senators. What are they using it for? Barrister, when you call out this House of Rep members or senators, when you have educational institutions in a deplorable state, no proper healthcare facility, all of them are in a degraded state, if you call them out, you could be threatened. Most of them don't want to take admittance for having those poor facilities at their communities. So what exactly is going on from the executive down to the local government? Why is nobody asking questions? Where is the monitoring team? I recall when I was in secondary school, we used to have federal government agents come to monitor all the schools to see how the monies that are being given to the schools are utilized. Our healthcare center and our feeding was one thing they considerably looked into, especially when parents complain to the government that their children are being poorly fed, come back home seriously sick, or if any one of them dies due to unhygienic practices in the school or lack of facilities available for them. So why are we not having any of that?
Esther, one thing I think maybe is an oversight. I want to tell you for free, you cannot blame the National Assembly because the executives are aware of this party. They quietly allowed it. They quietly allowed it because they are the ones that approved the funds. Is that not true? You mean such an amount of money was inserted in a budget and the president is not aware? Is it possible? He quietly allowed it so that what? The National Assembly will do his bidding. Esther, that is how the cookie crumbles. Maybe you don't know that. So, I can't blame them. Seriously. I can't blame them because the executive is the person I should blame. If you have a frugal leader, a leader that is business oriented, he will be looking at every kobo that is spent from our national treasury. But is anybody doing that in this administration? Tell me one thing they did without padding it, without inflating the contract. Just one. One thing that you can say, yes, due process is followed here to save Nigerian naira, to save Nigerian money. Tinubu just throw money anyhow because it is not his own. Is that not the only reason? This Calabar, Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, go and check. The 47 kilometer that is already constructed. Esther, how much did we spend there? Over 1 trillion naira for a project that world experts put at just 50 billion. Look at the gap. Esther, look at the gap of money that we are taking to build the in fact, they want to buy Lebanon. They want to buy it.
Who wants to buy it?
I don't know. Because with the money, with the way these guys are throwing money in some countries and all that, they want to take over the country. I'm not joking. They must have been building estates and all that, so that the day Nigeria will collapse, they will run there to go and relax. Because if you want to plan for you don't spend money like this. You don't. Ordinary ICC they renovated in Abuja, Esther, 39 billion. Just renovation. You ask yourself, what exactly is, why are they throwing this money as if it's going out of fashion? Then after throwing the money away, after wasting the money, you now go and borrow money somewhere again. Esther, is that not wickedness of the highest order? Because you will not be the one to pay for the loan.
Barrister, the question is, why is nobody checking out this?
I am telling you.
Why is there no monitoring up? How are the people's resources being utilized by personal and private individuals who claim that they are representing their people and nobody's checking them out? It's why there is a question mark on the integrity of this administration. When you surround yourself by certain persons, or you always affiliate yourself with individuals that have questionable character, and your government is on a questionable platform, how do you want to convince anybody that it is not what it is?
Look, Esther, they are using this money to induce people.
Induce
they are
people?
using people to buy people. They are using this money to intimidate people.
Barrister,
they are using this money to
Barrister
get what they cannot get ordinarily.
Can your brain brain all that is going on? Can you brain this
you cannot
unnecessary complexity, because it's not something that is meant to be complex?
I pity Nigerians who are
Barrister,
following these people.
Access to healthcare. God help you don't have a major accident in this country anywhere on the road. Or that you have something that has to do with your head. You hit your head on asphalt, either from a bike or keke napep, on something on an asphalt, on concrete road. You go to hospitals, they have no MRI facility. You only have to go to the federal owned ones, and you will be on queue.
Yes.
Before you get there, you may be gone.
Exactly.
To even place you on oxygen is difficult. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know that many pregnant women have to resort to local midwives to take care of them?
I'm telling you.
Most times they give birth in their homes.
I'm telling you.
In 2026, with the kind of monies that we have, you cannot have access to proper healthcare. Barrister, drugs are not so expensive that now you're seeing substandard drugs saturate the marketplace. This has created avenues for substantial drugs to saturate the marketplace. You have to be very careful of the kind of drugs you're even taking. Those who have special needs, special healthcare issues, depend on drugs. Drugs alone is so expensive. I'm even wondering how cancerous patients are coping. You may have one drug for 400 and something thousand naira, not to talk of feeding the special food that you have to eat. In a country like this, you cannot afford to have any special need issue or any health problem.
You're on your own.
So what are we saying? Why is nobody asking the questions that ought to be asked? Very recently, there's this skit maker who calls himself Governor Aminike. he kind of replicates what happens in government, but in a comic way. Lately, he's been doing something where he's holding House of Rep members and legislators accountable for the deplorable state of facilities in their constituencies, where you see a particular primary school or secondary school in such a dilapidated state that the latrine or where they have to ease themselves is nothing to write home about. You better not go there. You receive a lifetime infection. So students have to relegate themselves to going primitive.
Go to the bush.
You're also seeing healthcare centers are literally non-existent. When you call them out, they try to deny and say it's not under their purview. They're not the ones responsible for it. It got to a point that Burna Boy right now, from where he stays, the route to get to his area there's no road. It's very far. There's no road, no healthcare, whatever. Even transmission lines, nothing. It's not motorable. He has to, on his own, start working on it. He's doing that. I think Very Dark Man is helping him to do something about it. And you now have a lot of Nigerians doing that for their communities, privately having to enable access to roads, healthcare, education facilities. How long will that continue?
That is what they want you to do before you can be a good citizen.
Are you seeing the money is coming out now for campaign with this particular movement? Why can't that money be properly utilized and invested in sectors that really need it? Is there not enough blueprint and prerequisite for you to go about your campaign for 2027? Nobody will ask of reinvigorating the lives of Nigerians in the sectors they've been clamoring for you to pay attention to.
It's terrible. Esther, you know why these things are going on? I have told you here that Nigerians has been hypnotized. I'm not joking. I never thought, I knew that these guys are not going to do anything, but I never thought it would get to this level. Esther, I never thought that there will be a time in this country when over 210 trillion naira will be missing, and everybody just moving about as if nothing happened. All these things that you mentioned here now, is it not money that they will use to do it, Esther? Meanwhile, that money is in the pocket of somebody or a few people in Nigeria today. And the same people, Esther, the same people are dancing around their oppressors. Look, there are things that you don't begin to think about seriously. The same people that we are crying for their rescue are the same people that are dancing around their oppressor, praising him, telling him all sorts of big names. And nobody's asking, come, why is everything like this? Why am I even in this condition? Why am I in this position? 210 trillion, Esther. Yet nobody is saying anything. This is something that will happen elsewhere. The whole country will be on lockdown. But because we have been hypnotized, the civil society, self-Nigerian group, all manner, they are all quiet.
So the question is, why are they quiet? Because I'm surprised that we have CSOs that are not reacting to this.
They have been settled.
So, Barrister, what should Nigerians do then?
They will resign to fate.
Resign to fate?
Yes. So
no, Barrister, we're not going to do that.
Really?
Oh, yes. Please, Nigerians, if you're listening to the program this evening, I would like you to, whatever community you belong to, let us know your community and your state and what is lacking there. We're going to trace your House of Rep member. We're going to trace your senators. We're going to start calling them out. Because they are receiving money for this. The president has indicated that it is not easy. And he has actually asked them to wet the ground. If you have a corrupt executive, please, the National Assembly, the senators and the legislatures are not supposed to be corrupt as well. We cannot plunge ourselves into this kind of crisis and expect that somebody will come, someone different will come and correct this anomaly. The rot has gotten deep into the system, Barrister. So whatever state you belong to, whatever community you belong to, we're going to start calling them out right about now. Oh, very well. I call out my state, I call out my community every other day. We need to look, we're going to trace the House of Rep member representing that particular constituency and ask them where the money that they gave them, where is it going? We're going to do that right now. That's basically what we have to do. Okay. Nigerians cannot continue to be as sitting ducks and be taken as slaughtering sacrifices for the interests and whims and caprices of the politicians. It makes no sense.
So who are the ones dancing around them? The same people you are fighting for, Esther.
We're not fighting. There are some persons who cannot speak or who are speaking and are not being listened to.
Listen, If we are talking about those who in the interior villages, they have politicians they voted for during the election. Esther, why can't they rise up and challenge them? They won't. Because they give them crumbs from the master table. And when they see the crumbs, they will be dancing, celebrating. That is what they have been doing. They have weaponized poverty. Esther, they have weaponized poverty. So, all those people who used to go on counter protests, who are they? Is it not the same Nigerian? And go and check all of them. They have not eaten, no. The next meal, they don't know where it's coming from. So when they gather them and give them 5,000 to tell them, oh yeah, go and challenge those people, they will go without thinking. You see, without thinking. That is why I tell you here that my people perish for lack of knowledge. The other one was lamenting in a way that they abandoned her without the money they promised them. That she's not looking for money to come back to Lagos. I said, look, Wike, you will stay there. Next time when they call you, you will not know whether you go or not. You will stay there. The lady was crying, and she's a mother, crying, lamenting that they promised them money, they brought them all the way from Lagos. Esther, you can imagine. You can imagine what is going on. And you are telling me that this nonsense will continue and Nigeria will move forward. How will that happen? Esther, have you seen it? How will that happen? Because each time they come, share prosperity, whatever, the economy is improving. You ask yourself, where is it? At least when somebody is telling you something, you will look outside and say, okay, yeah, it's true, I can see something. But everything they have told us since they came in, nothing to show, nothing. And yet people now believe them that something is being done. Something is happening. How can that be? Can you put something on nothing and expect it to stand? It's not possible. Esther, it is not possible. So, except something happen, these people will never listen to you, Esther. I'm not joking. I have been telling it here. Let them go and read the history of Russian Revolution. The history of French Revolution. Is it not hunger, hardship that caused it, Esther? Is it not hunger and hardship? Let them go and read that history. Because these people that you fear that you have conquered, that they don't have any power, this and that. That was exactly what that Antoinette did in France. They said they increased the price of bread. The woman now said, if you cannot buy bread, then go and buy cake. They say, then where? The rest is history. Cake and bread, which one is costlier?
Let's take a very short break, all right? We'll be right back. The Evening Rush continues. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku, and you've been listening to Barrister Darlington Agumor. Do kindly stay with us.
House dey dark and nepa bill dey choke. E dey worry you as e dey affect your business. Solution don come. Imagine say you wake up for morning, light no shake, fridge don block, business no get wahala, everything dey okay. No be dream o. With Yohaku, na you dey control your light. Yohaku dey sell gas cooker, freezer, fridge, and dem go furnish you with modern kitchen o. Whether na inverter, batteries, panels, smart street lights, be na solar AC system wey you wan use for house, business, abi for industrial work, Yohaku stand chim to help you. Bye to NEPA bill o. No wait till transformer go spoil again o. Oya run call Yohaku for 070-121-30260 or 080-324-82573, or you fit to call 080-669-60066. For Lagos, we dey for shop F1179 Industrial Section, Ojo Alaba International Market, or shop G6 Electronic Section, Alaba International Market, Headline, Uche Ubochi Plaza, Abuja office na Corporate 13, Dubai International Market, back of Games Village, Karu District for Abuja. For Port Harcourt, we dey for number 51, Oporo Road, Eziowa Elite Trade Center for Rivers State. Yohaku website na www.yohakuproducts.com. Online store na www.yohakustore.com. Yohaku, from sun to earth, we dey make your mind dey cool.
Welcome back. This is still the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Barrister Darlington Agumore. So let's look at the bombings that took place today in Kwara and in Niger State. And it's not a good one. You know, our Air Force and the Nigerian ground troops are really trying. But sometimes I don't know whether it's the intelligence that is not available, or it's the equipment that is not available, or it's personnel. Maybe they are underwhelmed. They need more personnel. The recruitment portal now is open, so it's obvious that they need more personnel on ground. The president, when he went to the UK during an interview, said the terrorism that we're currently facing is not necessarily a Christian genocide, but more like the pressure from the Sahel. You know, that's basically how he framed what is currently going on in Nigeria. Now, Barrister, the president said something that when it comes to security, it's not something he can handle alone. It's a collective responsibility.
Are you serious?
But way back during Jonathan's administration, the president tweeted and said, anything that has to do with security stops at the buck of the table of the president.
Wow.
Is there a difference between then and now that the president is now advocating that it's a collective responsibility? It's not something that only him can do alone. Where was that application when it came to Jonathan?
Good. Esther, anybody, Nigerians, Lagosians, please, somebody should tell President Tinubu that insecurity is not a collective responsibility. I totally disagree with him.
Really?
Yes. My reasons. When on the 29th of May 2023, Tinubu was sworn in, he took a note. He took a note to protect life and property. Is that not true? In fact, the Constitution provided for it in section 14.2. Clearly stated. That is the primary purpose of government, Esther. To protect my life and my property. Yes, that is what he swore to do. Nothing else. Every other thing is just tangential. It's just an addendum. So, why is he outsourcing his responsibility for me? Meanwhile, he is enjoying all the perks of office, all the privileges. Please, am I living in Aso Rock with the Tinubu? Am I enjoying all the fine things he's enjoying in Aso Rock? Do you know what it be? Do you know the prestige that come with it? When you are traveling on the road, everybody will clear. People will be standing by. Nobody will move. Just you alone. The private jet is driving. Am I enjoying it? So he want to enjoy the goodies without doing the work, abi? No, tell me, how does that add up? That is not how we. I'm coming. Please hold on.
Okay.
Nigerians need to hear this.
Yeah,
what happened to nobilis oblige? That means nobility comes with obligation.
Yeah.
Yes. The moment you say this type of thing abroad, they will ask you to go. That means you are not here. Telling me now that it is a collective responsibility. No, Mr. President, it is not a collective responsibility. I have a responsibility to my country. Esther, you have two obligations to your country. Two vital obligations. One, obey the laws of the land as a good citizen. Then two, pay your taxes. Esther, I have fulfilled my own obligation. I have fulfilled my own obligation by doing these things. At least my taxes, in fact, I don't even bother. They collect it both directly and indirectly. When you go to the supermarket and buy something and they collect the VAT and all that, do you complain? You are paying taxes indirectly. When they take it from the bank, from your money, have you not been paying out this? So I have fulfilled my own obligation to my country. Then the government that took over, what are they doing? This insecurity. If they ask you, collective responsibility, Esther, how do you now protect yourself? Did they give you gun? Did they give you cutlass? Did they give you dagger or any other? Did they give at least to protect yourself now? Imagine what will happen if all of us wake up in the morning and we say we are going out, then everybody will arm himself. You carry gun, carry cutlass, carry everything, and be walking along the road. When they ask, say, I'm protecting myself according to what Tinubu said. Esther, is that not anarchy and chaos?
Obviously, that's chaos and anarchy.
Oh, you can see when they talk, Nigerians will buy you without interrogating what they are saying. Nobody will remind President Tinubu, this is what you swore to do for us. How come the thing is getting worse? If I fulfill this obligation, yes, there are other smaller ones that is tangential, and I can call it an orbital dictum or an addendum. That is, you add to it. But the real issue here is you obey the laws of the land and pay your taxes. That is the style decisis.
All right,
I don't even know why these words are coming into my mouth. Now, what I'm saying in essence is that we have fulfilled our own as the citizens of Nigeria.
The president should do his.
Well, that is all. So
all
you
right.
should stop telling me that it's a collective response, because I am not equipped to do that.
Okay.
I am not. Yes,
Barrister,
I don't have what it takes to do
ahead
that.
of the 2027 general elections, we need to open the phone lines very soon. The People's Democratic Party, Sheyi Makinde, Bala Mohammed, met with the national leader of the new Nigeria Democratic Congress, the NDC. It's a new political party. And they met with Senator Seriaka Dixon and former Kano State Governor Kwankwaso. Obviously, we know that there were methods for reconciliatory efforts between the Wike faction and the Sheyi Makinde or Bala Mohammed faction, but it seemed there was a stall. Okay, now basically on Sunday, Makinde and Chairman PDP Governors Forum Mohammed held a closed-door meeting with Senator Seriaka Dixon, who represents Bayelsa West in Bauchi. Makinde and Dixon later traveled to Kano, where they joined Kwankwaso, as well as 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi. The meeting was officially described as part of Eid al-Fitr celebrations. Credible sources close to Kwankwaso, who spoke on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak on the matter, suggested that the discussions might be linked to preparations of the 2027 presidential election. So based on what happened, the Wike group who met, they are Natasha and the likes, they met and said they will not agree with some of the conditions given. They're not going to back Tinubu as Wike wants them to. We don't know if they said it just for the news, but behind the scenes, they've all agreed to back Tinubu, because you can't say you're part of the Wike faction and not understand what Wike represents. Sheyi Makinde came out to publicly state in that meeting that he doesn't want his words to be taken out of context, but that he was in a meeting where Wike and the president were together, and Wike said he was going to help the president hold down the PDP. All right, and we've heard that the PDP doesn't want to present, or Wike doesn't want the PDP to present any presidential candidate for 2027, but maybe House of Reps, senatorial, all of those ones are available for the PDP to have. All right, and so it's not surprising to have Senator Natasha Akpo to be part of Wike's faction. I mean, her career, she needs that kind of backing. But let's look at this scenario. We saw a turn up of Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, and all of a sudden on Twitter, that is X, they said, oh, Peter Obi Kwankwaso, Peter Obi Kwankwaso. Some people are alleging that there's a coalition within the coalition. There are also allegations that this is what Obasanjo wants, and Obasanjo wants to dilapidate the connection in the coalition. Peter Obi went to visit Kwankwaso. Are we saying that there is something that we do not know? Kwankwaso wrote on his X handle by saying, we're just celebrating Eid. Although the people, the mammoth crowd, were calling Obi Kwankwaso, Kwankwaso, Obi Kwankwaso. So what's your take on all of this? I mean, we don't know if this is a distraction from the opposition, because the current administration, that's the APC, has been speaking, lampooning Kwankwaso for supposedly aligning with Peter Obi. So is that something we don't get here?
It is the new realignment that is going on. Yes, no presidential candidate can do it alone. You must align with people. The same thing I've been saying since last year. Is that not true? So if Peter Obi and Kwankwaso have found a common ground, why not Esther? Why not? That is what is obtainable anywhere, because APC came together before they took power from PDP. So I don't see how the same thing cannot be done to collect the power back from APC, since they have abused it and messed it up. In fact, the Mahmoud crowd that came to welcome Obi and these other people will tell you that yes, people are not as stupid as you think they are. They know what they want, and they are going to display it during the next election in 2027. And that is why APC is jittery. Esther, APC is jittery. Because look at it this way. It's not about 32 governors in your party. It's about the people. The governor only have one vote. Then the rest of the people who are even angry with you. Because you woke up one morning and then defected to APC without without any regard for your people who voted you in a particular party, maybe either PDP. Do you think those people are happy? No, they are waiting for you in the next election to tell you that no, this is not how to treat a person. We gave you a mandate under this political party. So while you went to this other party, did you tell us? You go there now, we are going to vote our mind. That is what is going to happen in 2027. With all the money, with everything, people are going to teach these people a lesson. That is what I feel. Then those people, they promise automatic ticket, Esther. I hope you are listening. Because tomorrow night, you and those people will tell me, I said so. Look, I don't deny what I said. There is going to be problem because as I'm talking to you now, some people are complaining that in APC, they are withholding the forms. The forms are not available. Yeah. That means they are selecting those they will give the form.
No, they picked people that they want.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
and then with that registration thingy now, you cannot leave the party.
Wait, and I'm coming. So those people you promised automatic ticket before they came into your party, what happens to them? You mean they will still remain there?
No, Barrister, you don't understand. There are persons who were vying for the position that these defectors came into the party for. People who have already been on ground. With the new reviewed whatever of INEC, those people who have been...
I am coming to that.
Oh, listen. Okay. Go ahead.
The people that defected, there was an arrangement, an agreement.
Yes.
Good. Because I remember that of Kano. It was a special case. The man had to wait in Asoro for 2 days to see Tinubu before he defected. Good. There was an agreement. Now, the people, you didn't even bother with those people who are already on ground or who built the party or who started with you and all that. Now that these things are going to happen, is it possible for you to fulfill that agreement or that promise? It's not possible now. There may not be any automatic ticket. And then you have now put a clause in the Electoral Act that nobody should leave to another. So, you now catch them both ways. Please tell me, how will those people be happy with you? You can see the implosion I talked about last year. You can see how it's going to happen. APC think that they are very clever. No, you cannot be too clever. I told you here that monkey clever. That's when the trees are together. Not every time that monkey can be clever to jump from one tree to the other. It is when they are close, when they are very close by. In this case now, tell me how APC will fulfill the promise of automatic ticket. Tinubu opened his mouth and said in the National Assembly, I think he goofed when he went there to present something. And because he goofed, they were trying to make it. He now said, all of you are giving automatic ticket. You are returning back. All of you are returning back. I said, look at. So, my dear, there is going to be a problem. The handwriting is on the wall already. So all this is that they know why they are jittery. They know that 32 governors is not enough. It is the people who is holding the power. They are the ones that are going to do the voting. How do you now bribe all the people in Nigeria to come to APC? How? Is it possible? What if they collect the money and vote their mind? Will you tell them to court for it? The answer is no. So APC, because of this democratic space that they have closed or they have made narrow, they are going to pay for it. Because if those people now, if they were disappointed, Esther, is it not for them to leave and go to another party? Is that not true?
So to prevent that.
Good.
So now they are stuck there.
So
and candidates seem to be imposed. So but maybe they'll tell you to just, submit and then you'll be compensated.
What? No. If I have the ambition of becoming a governor, and you now tell me to go and become a minister or whatever, will I be happy?
No.
I want to rule my state. That was the promise. That was the intention. Now you want me to wait there that don't want they'll compensate me. No. They will not be happy. They are going to sabotage APC. Remember what they did to Jonathan? Jonathan didn't know what was going on until the last minute.
But you don't think that those that planned this know that there will be elements who will be disgruntled and they already have a stopgap to prevent anybody from sabotaging anything? Why
they never thought of this electoral act. They thought that they are going to deal with Obi and the opposition. They never know that it will affect them. Can't you get it?
Why must it be Obi? Must Obi be the factor in anything they do? That's one individual.
That was what happened. Because they believe that if he didn't get the ticket in ADC, he may go to another party. They just don't want him to be on the ballot. Are you getting it? And so they put that in there. Because for me, that thing is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. In fact, it is against the spirit of the Constitution that gives you freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of movement. You are not going to abridge it with your electoral act. How can any court validate that? That law, let this opposition go to court on this particular issue. Because you are restricting their movement, which the Constitution did not allow. It's there, clearly stated. And so, how will that work now? Not to talk of in a electoral period, where people are free to go to where they want to, choose who they want to. And you are now restricting it with a law. But when they defect to your own party, they are not restricted, Abi. Esther, have you seen how APC have shot themselves in the right foot? It's a question of somebody going to court to challenge it.
Well, Barrister, in the coming weeks, a lot of developments will come up in every political party, basically in Nigeria's political space. So let's keep our ears down and our eyes open. But we right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, we will actually analyze beyond what is being shown, because I told you that there'll be a lot of psychological manipulation. So if you're naive, you may just take what you see on face value and not read between the lines. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get your reaction on the evening rush right about now. The number to call is 080-3692-9933, 080-3692-9933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338, 0817-1756-338. That is the WhatsApp number to send your messages to. All right, we're trying to start off the phone, so let me start up with some of the messages you've sent on WhatsApp. This person says, good evening, VOP. Eulogizing. Okay, hold on. Thank you for staying with us. I had to take a cough there. Okay, this person says, good evening, VOP. Utilizing Barrister Darlington at the beginning of the show and employing all your feminine resource sapping skills won't work on Barrister Darlington on money matters. For where Igbo Monday, Esther, you still they learn work. For obedient, we know they give shishi. Barrister, are you an obedient?
This one is very wicked.
Don't mind him. This is promise from Jack
you
one
mean
day.
A whole 9,200 naira is not. What are you saying? What are you talking about?
You know the shame. You still didn't open your mouth for 9,200. Madam Esther, it's very pathetic at the state of things in this country. Selfishness is on all fronts. Government and the masses has given birth to this in our present country. That same selfishness and self-centeredness have blindfolded and prevented us from knowing the right thing to do. It's really disheartening. I gave up on this country the moment I saw a police station lock its generator in chains, obviously against thieves. Waiting my eye, never see for this country. My prayer these days is for money to come so I can just leave this country for you guys. Promise from Jack one day. Good evening, Esther. Wachikwe Barrister Darlington, Ima from Shasha Okwawajo. I want to ask the following person's question. The Reverend Father Mbaka, Professor Wole Soyinka, Enoch Adeboye, Pastor Tunde Bakari, Lai Mohammed and Co. What has Nigeria improved positively? If not that they are now deaf and dumb, we need them to Sorosuke now or permanently remain quiet.
Obed
Oji says, Barrister Darlington, note that she has a security intelligence and protection officer. Whoever is hovering around her will have to see him first before he will direct him to her family for door knocking. Obed Oji is referring to him.
It's a lie. I have my way.
I am Tayo Olabode from Iyesiota. I must commend Barrister Darlington for highlighting the harsh realities we face in our nation. The state of our country is marred by injustice, insecurity, and an unreliable electoral process, which has led to widespread suffering. Our politicians would do well to learn from other African countries that have collapsed due to poor governance. To effect change, we need a strong opposition and stop complaining to oust the APC from power in 2027. Good evening, Esther Barrister Darlington. Frank from Lagos. The real problem of this country is APC. They use insecurity, religion, and poverty, tribalism to divide and blindfold some gullible people in this country, to the extent that some people from the southwest are saying that they rather perish in poverty and suffer than to allow an evil person become president and fix this country. May God help us. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Esther.
How are you, ma?
Fine, good evening. Barrister Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my dear. How are you?
Fine, Barrister Darlington. In fact, I'm really grateful for all your analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Amen.
In fact, you they hit that, you they put the nail for the head. God bless you. God bless you.
What's the
And
name?
Chinyere by name.
Oh, Chinyere.
From Olodia, Papa.
Okay, my dear.
All right, Chinyere, well done. Since it's only Barrister Darlington you came to compliment, I'll give you his number so that you can toast him. This person says he came back from Mafoluku Oshodi. Okay, he came back. It's either you did not listen to the entire conversation or you were selective in comprehending, or maybe there was some aspects of the conversations you did not comprehend, because I don't understand the meaning of your message. Or
What did he say?
he says, good evening, Barrister Darlington and Esther. It is no longer alleged, you have confirmed that you are the APC spokesperson. Did you listen to how you exaggerated the travel of Mr. President to the UK? Esther, I thought you're on the side of Nigerians. Unknown to us, you're on the side of the city girls.
Okay.
I doubt if you understand the full details of that deal. Please meet Oseni or Barrister Darlington to educate you more on the trip. It came back from Mafoluku. It's either you didn't join the conversation from the onset, or maybe you did not comprehend the English I was speaking, and so you decided to type out of tone. The message I was reading was an excerpt from Chatham House. Like I said, you guys are selective in comprehending.
Yes,
I would always implore you, please, on this platform, whenever we have conversations, to adequately listen before you type, so you don't sound intellectually dumb. I'm sorry to use that word. So because it's either you already had this mindset in your head, and so you did not comprehend or follow up the conversation, you typed what you typed. So please, next time when we're having a conversation, listen acutely. If some of the words we're having here is incomprehensible for you, quickly ask a question and we'll help you understand. It came back from Mafoluku. Do you get it? All right. And I think you are the APC spokesperson, not me. Okay. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine. This is former citizen of Nigeria, now retired.
How are you, sir? Welcome.
Since you are retired.
I'm fine. Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Retired man. Since you retired, why are you still in Nigeria?
Yes, I'm still in Nigeria because the country I'm trying to migrate to, they have not given me my visa. Don't worry, I will leave. Now, I wait. Answer, with all that you have read that now, are you proud of Nigeria? Now, if you calculate all this money that has been misappropriated, missing, and stolen, it looks like the debt we are owing, it looks like a joke. Just imagine I come to you, Esther. I tell you, give me 5,000. Identify what I want to use that 5,000 for. I come again and tell you that 5,000 you gave me that time, it's in limbo. It's going to drop. You gave me. What will I tell you the third time to give me money? No, just tell me. You are talking about tracing out of assembly. I'm telling you, they are taking something. Whether you call this people are shameless, they They are very, very shameless, and there's nothing you will do. Don't worry yourself. Now, talking about the insecurity, see, just like by Sadanity said, the current government, they don't have any excuse to say that it's a collective responsibility. Oh, you don't know that it is a collective responsibility. When you went after Jonathan Abi, do you know that this government, this particular government, they don't have your information, they are getting your information like text message. They know what happens before it happens. Are you aware?
Yes, they know.
Do you not know what happened in that child-bearing festival? Somewhere in a district, or if I'm not mistaken. Do you think the government of Nigeria is not aware? See, if they want to get you, if you have Android, they can snap you. This technology you see they use outside the country, they use it in Nigeria for specific reasons. Now the Obi alignment with one person. Well, for me, I just hope that we give this Obi man a chance. I do not see him getting drawn because of with the way this guy has been stealing money and be sharing to any God knows the people in Nigeria. I told you now in this station now.
Let's take other calls, okay? Thank you so much. 08036929933. That's the number. All right. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Pasquilo, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Good evening. How body?
Fine. Barista, God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. The way you and Esther greet yourself here.
Waiting.
Barista, I beg see my number here because it gets us where they happen for our Apa now. Our Apa, MSC, all the terminals, then they increase their money. Over increasing. MSC, shipping company, all these terminals, shipping companies.
Yes.
Okay.
MSC, all these shipping company terminals, they are increasing their money. Now because of all these things they are increasing their money. They are over increasing. No, even though they close that place.
Yeah, we had. I talked about it yesterday that they're closed. Some shipping companies are closing down.
They are increasing their money now, and those places nothing. That money where these people they are criminals. They just want that. My the point because there is problem for war. All these shipping companies now they are over increasing.
Wow.
All right, thank you very much, Pasquale, for calling. Yes, we heard that some of the shipping companies were closing down, that the money is now so high, it's not sustainable, so they have to shut down, and that will not be good.
I know that this is somebody who wants foreign investment.
That will not be good at all.
No, Esther, foreign investment, Abi. This is the part of it. FDI. You invited people to come and invest, then you now use tax to put on their head. You can imagine. So the money they are going to borrow from UK now, where are they going to put into? Is it not the same port? Esther, you can see that nobody is thinking in this government. I once asked you here, where is that star minister in this government? Where is the star minister? Somebody I say, yes, this one is the performer.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Esther.
Malam Bello, how you doing?
Yeah, we're fine. Thank you very much.
Yay, we're going to be hearing more of you now. Fasting is over.
Wallahi.
All right.
I greet Barrister Darlington. I greet you.
Well done, Malam Bello. How you doing?
You are fine. Thank you, sir.
It's all right.
You see, do you know why I am very, very happy this time around?
No.
I am very, very happy this time around that Tinubu, in fact, if Tinubu is somebody that want to be honored in the eyes of those that value him, he should not contest 2027 election. Do you know why? Now, Kashim Shettima has become a bone on his neck. If he drops Kashim Shettima come 2027, it's a problem for him. If he go with Kashim Shettima come 2027, it's a problem for him. Because
I am a Muslim. A majority of Muslims today, if you go to any mosque anywhere, I am calling you from Kano, if you go to any mosque here this time around, even the Muslim will tell you that what did the Muslim benefited from the Muslim ticket. Now, and the US also don't want Muslim ticket. Immediately Tinubu drops Shetima is in trouble. If you return him, is in trouble. That is number one. Then number two, I want to advise Nigeria, we should not make this platform as a platform of just calling without doing the needful. The most important thing we should do first is to make sure that every and each one of us have our voters card, because making somebody voting somebody that you don't like, somebody that is enslaving you, voting in out is not by mouth, is by PVC. The power of who become president of Nigeria is not in the hands of any governor. The power of who become governors in this country is not in the hands of the president. Nigeria will decide come 2027. I called this platform yesterday. Somebody told me that I am talking in Canada as if nobody is going to vote for APC, this and that. What about the previous House of Representatives and State Assembly election that took place about a few months ago in Kano? See, let me remind that person, if he is listening, this is Kano is not Lagos, and that election was not general election. It's not election of choosing who is your president. So
that was a local government
I am very, very excited with what I have seen in Kano when the former governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Peter Obi, came to Kano. I didn't believe that Kano has this number. These numbers.
You didn't believe that Kano is populated?
Every street in Kano, even in Gezawa, where I am calling you from. This evening I'm in Gezawa. Oh, wow. Since yesterday I was in Gezawa. Every street in Kano. See, we like Obi. This time around we want Obi because we believe with what he have seen, because he believed that we are under the slavery leaders, master. He can never act like the way this current president is acting. Exactly. So by the grace of Almighty God that created heaven and earth, time will speak louder to this president, and he must obey the law, because he must obey the will of people, either he like it or not. Nigerian is greater than Tinubu can never be greater than Nigerian. That is sure. Then that's number two. Then number three, please. I know others are queuing to call. Number three, I read a paper about Sunday Igbo about a few weeks ago that Atiku Anobi, whosoever that supported them in Southwest, should not even come or whatever. I pray whenever Alhaji Atiku Abubakar Tirakin Adama will go to Lagos, go to Southwest or whatever, wherever. Let Sunday Igbo, hundreds of it or thousands of it, try and do any nonsense. I believe that in fact, he and his useless people like him will regret.
Don't worry, Malam Bello. These are just political threats. Once it's time for campaign, you can't stop people from traveling to campaign.
And he can only say that to he can try that to Obi, but whatsoever that happens to Obi also, we are stand by Obi. We are with him. We stand with him in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. Inshallah, come 2027, Nigeria will speak louder, and Nigeria will speak language that Tinubu and his 419 people in government will listen to. Thank you very much, and may God continue to bless you.
All right, Malam Bello, thank you so much. I believe that it's just political statements, although we're saying what is going on, but let it be time for official campaign, and let's see how they want to impede opposition from moving around. It didn't happen in Jonathan's era. It didn't even happen in Buhari's era. Why will it happen now? That's complete thuggery. That's undemocratic. And the president said he believes in democracy. So I want to see that application this time around.
It's by mouth. Thank God people's eyes don't open. Esther, that's my happiness. People's eyes has opened here. So those of you who are warming up thinking that you do the same thing you used to do, don't come out and vote. Yashukud.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Barrister Darlington.
Yes, dear.
Now what? We know they say 9,200.
Thank you, ma. God bless you.
Or did I get 9,200,000? Please, I want to be sure. You know they say you don't open one, they talk of a whole international radio 9,200.
Yeah, have money. You have money.
But if I don't need to go and repent, so go and repent, please, so that Nigeria will be correct, please.
I told you
It's starting from you. What is the meaning of this now? It's starting from you.
Hold on. I told you what that money can buy.
What can he buy?
3 big jar of wine.
Lie. Not now.
One is 3,000.
It's not now.
I bought last December now.
Madam, good evening. How are you, ma'am?
I'm not happy with what I did with you. That's the reason I called. Because the change in Nigeria is starting with you. That is another reason.
Thank you, ma.
Oh, God.
Barrister, you see, you know the shame.
Oh, it's not a fool.
Shame is not catching you.
You know they believe say you don't collect money.
08036929933. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Are fine? Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Well done, my brother.
Thank you. Patrick is calling from Okota.
All right, Patrick, welcome.
Patrick, how you doing?
Yeah, are fine? Barrister, I want you to tell me something about the court ruling from Canada that APC and PDP they are terrorist organization.
Yes.
So are we not being ruled by terrorists?
I mean, is it not obvious now?
So if we are being ruled by terrorists, how will terrorism end in Nigeria?
I wonder, my brother. I wonder.
It is not going to end because they know that what they are doing this thing by themselves. When NSA will tell the parent of children that are kidnapped that the children are in safe hands, is that what is supposed to come from a personality like him? So up to now, we don't know the person that ordered army withdrawal before that kidnapping took place.
I'm telling you, up to now.
So we can still link it to the court ruling in Canada. Now, I don't know why is it that it's only you, Barrister Darlington, that will always mention this 210 trillion. Why are other Nigerians not coming up with these issues? Is the opposition waiting until the campaign starts before they start mentioning it? Even right now, they are supposed to start beating the drum, telling Nigerians.
Yes,
telling Nigerians, this is what these people are putting upon us. Where is our money? Must we go to? They are using that money to go and rent a car in London to come and say, on your mandate we shall stand. Are we not ashamed? Is that what he went there for? So you didn't have your mandate enough at home. You now go and borrow it abroad. Is it by force that you must rule a country? If your people have rejected you, please surrender. Just like the last caller said, the best thing Tinubu will do to himself to get honor is not to contest next year.
All right, thank you, Patrick, for calling. 08036929933. 08036929933. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Please turn down the volume of your radio. Kindly do so, please.
Don't can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you now. Good evening.
Yes. So I want to say something.
Sir, what's your name, please?
My name is Chinedu, calling from Afro.
All right, Mr. Chinedu, welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And I'm sitting with some people with me here. And already, are you Hello, Esther.
Yes, sir, this is Esther, voice of the people, yes.
Yes, Mohammed, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. My authority is there.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, I want you to remember something. Do you know that guys, for our military chief of army staff during Buhari regime or something? It only take time. They bomb that man.
Only what?
They bombed him.
That yes, the one that took over from Borotai.
Yes. When he was traveling in a helicopter, yes.
There is an investigation into that matter. And
up to
Hold on, Barry, let him talk.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Anything that is happening inside Nigeria now is within the people that is holding us now. Jonathan ran away. He ran away. He knows what is happening. He ran away. Obasanjo himself has seen what is going on. That's why you don't see me putting inside. Now look at these people now. They have taken over. They call APC. They call ADC. They call. Well, I would have wished in my own mind. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
In my own mind, I would have wished to be would have stayed in that Labour Party and build it up. So people will not look at my state. I'm from Abia State. My state, at least have you been that people be at least it would have stayed together with people be. Because you believe in him.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for calling. All right. We sincerely do appreciate. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number. Hello.
Hello, Esther.
How are you, sir?
I am fine.
Good evening.
Mr. Darlington.
Yes.
I want to thank you very much for your analysis today. It's
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, this is Mr. Michael calling from Surulere.
All right, Mr. Michael, go ahead then.
Okay. Now, Mr. Darlington, there's something I want to ask.
Yes.
In the midst of all this that is happening, what is actually the way out in this Nigeria problem? Because my thinking is that by now the ADC would have been telling Nigerians their strategies for the upcoming election. You know, like in the street or in a local area, they have a place where they gather. You know, people do meetings, strategize how they will capture that place. You know, but nothing is happening. Nothing is happening.
My brother, don't blame them. The one they gathered the first to do meeting, what happened? Did you not see how APC thugs came to scatter the whole place? No, tell me. You cannot blame them too much because they tried. It's just that APC have made it impossible. Very, very impossible. Yes, even in this Lagos, you saw what happened at Alimosho.
Exactly.
When the wanted to defect to ADC. So when you see all these things, what can they do? They have the control of the police, the army. So the one that happened in Edo State, the matter is not in the hands of the people. This election is between APC and the people. That's what we are saying here.
But the danger now is on that election day. What if they come and they start scattering people that like they did in Lagos?
How many of them? You know, when you have numbers.
He asked you
what happened?
What he asked you what should
I said
they
number.
do?
What no numbers? Yes, gather.
Okay.
Insist.
All right.
Insist.
Thank you.
Resist them. Resist them.
Thank you very much for calling. 08036929933. 08036929933. That's the number to call. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Andrew from Lagos.
Andrew from Lagos. Please go ahead.
Yeah, that is well done, though.
Well done, my brother.
Okay. I think they said you want to do it your own way. You want to do this one. You want to make sure this one is correct. This one. But is it true that you want to do it in the way it's supposed to be done? Look at all what you have been shouting over this political party that is trying to see if they can unseat the government. Everything you have said, especially the day Obi joined at Enugu, I watched it. Both of you were there arguing this matter. What did they tell him before he came, and what was he waiting for? Esther said, it's coming. Where did he come? Now you don't face this Dixon now. What does he want to do with this in them again? How many persons? Now look at what APC did. You know what happened? APC, now wow, they try. Do you know they are hearing that people are saying that a lot of people coming to them as saboteurs, that they don't really love APC. That is why they slot that clause inside.
I'm telling you.
So that if you come to laugh, so that tomorrow you walk out, then you no longer go anywhere again. You remain here because you came and all of us celebrated that you are going to be part of us. That was exactly what they did. The only thing is that later that thing will disturb them. But I was wondering, why did the opposition party, why didn't they raise alarm over this
Did anybody give them a copy of this electoral something to read?
No, they did it after it has been signed. This one came after.
Why did they now say? Why didn't they raise alarm? Okay, and again, I understand that Mahmoud sent in so many electoral reforms to them before he left the office.
141
Good.
of them, yes.
Thank you. Was he among the designers?
Yes, it's possible. It's possible.
Then why is the other opposition party not raised alarm? So now nobody told us this. So why are you passing it into law? It was the way they did it was very bad. Now, okay, fine. Let's go back to. It was very poor. I heard you. Yes, I heard you. That's what they were supposed to go to court, even up to the extent of say this election should be on hold until these matters are decided.
Yes.
That should be their prayer. Do you understand? And then again, the security both of you are talking about it. You have just said it all. If I carry cutlass tomorrow, but was it not somebody that defended himself in the north and killed the attacker? Not be Donald Trump. Then beg, let them free the person. If you can remember.
My brother, you are correct.
So why is they start saying we should join the man's security? Everybody, how? It's not possible. Now look at all the laws there. One analyst said they say like you now say you should bring solution. Do you know what he said? He said, all those ministers that employed, where was I when you employed them? If you want me to bring that solution, employ me because I'm capable. How can I be giving you a solution with your private jet, with your private police and private everything? It's not done anywhere. We're even praying that we should be free whenever we are because we don't have the capacity to attack anybody. If you kill anybody, they will tell you, say, who told you it's a thief? And you start a fresh matter. Look at the police now.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for calling. Okay. I'll take some messages. Good evening, Miss Esther. No, obviously, he has made his point now. Yeah. Good evening, Miss Esther and Barrister Darlington. With the new Electoral Act, is it allow someone to defect before the primaries begin? For example, like Kwankwaso, who is not yet a member of ADC. Thank you. Changwak from Ikorodu. Yes, Changwak, they can actually join the ADC. The window is still open. This is just the 23rd of March. The window closes 2nd of April, and we've heard from what the ADC released that INEC has given them a 2-week extra time. All right, a 2-week extra time. So yes, Kwankwaso still has time to join the ADC, or any other new entrant still has time to join the ADC as a member. Esther Wachiko, good evening. You can see that Malam Bello from Kano is becoming more agitated about Nigeria's politics, that he knows nothing about, spewing all manners of excessive comments that are derogatory in nature, just that he hates President Tinubu. Please tell him that our society here is not lawless, and we don't want anyone to create anarchy in our society. We're peace-loving people. I am Ahmed from Ebutemeta.
True talk. Ahmed, look, stop being a sycophant. When you people told Igbo don't vote in this Lagos, what was that? Did you talk? When you people tell Igbo not to vote in this Lagos, you didn't remember that time, Abi? Please go and keep quiet. When Igbo said what he said, you did not talk. Oh, good Samaritan. When Igbo said that thing he said, you did not talk.
Good evening, Esther. When people say the 2027 election is between APC and the people, I really want to know which people or party represent the people. Is it ADC and the weird people there? Olumba? Honestly, I share your concerns. Olumba, I share your concerns. Trust me. I wish Vice President Yemi Osinbajo was on the block. God bless you, Barrister Darlington, Yagazie VOP radio station. Esther and Barrister Darlington, good evening. Those singing on your mandate will stand in London as £700 rented crowds, but forgot that they can't vote from London. Good evening, Miss Esther and Barrister Darlington, also known as Esther, I just want to say I enjoy your program, especially when Barrister is around. The man is so funny, the way he shouts and screams, Esther, Nigeria problem no the end. When we're ready to be free, we go stop to the talk for radio. Jesse Jiga from Ikotu. Well, wow. Lengthy message. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington Agumore. Esther, President Tinubu is trying his best as a leader. My blame goes to our lawmakers, that is the senators, senior citizens of Nigeria. The so-called senators collect monies to build road, health centers, market squares. They loiter all the funds in their various accounts for their comfort. Esther, our lawmakers are the real betrayers of this nation, not President Tinubu. Remy from Ejibo.
Is there a lie?
Really?
I disagree.
But I just read out to you how much
He
these
was
lawmakers
the-
are collecting.
Hold on. He was the one that selected the leadership of the National Assembly.
All of them?
All
of them. Okay, like the Senate President, the Vice, House of Representatives.
The leadership, yes. And especially like Babio, who did not even contest election. So why are we always making excuses for? He's the commander-in-chief, Esther. Tinubu is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The only reason somebody can take me to court and charge me is if I did not pay my tax or I did not obey the laws of the land. No court will charge me for not protecting myself. No court will protect me for not being responsible for fighting insecurity. No court can do that. But the government has failed me. So who is not going to prosecute the government? Esther?
Hello, good evening.
They failed me.
Good evening, sir. How are you? This your network bad, oh. Yes, sir. You're speaking with Esther Wachko, but your line is cracking.
Okay. Is it good now?
He's trying. Go ahead, though. Let's see whether we can manage.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I am fine.
What's your name, sir?
How about you too?
Sir?
How about you too?
I am fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, I love you, the legendary Professor Darlington. But the amount is calling for you that he gets you. I'm not happy with it. How can we be giving you that as a 200? It's embarrassing women now.
Well, make I hear. What do you mean? Do you know how much 9,200 naira means? So,
Arista, you just wait for 9,200
the palm wine I want to buy with you. You are not talking about
which palm wine?
Well, make I hear. What are you telling me? Even even that palm wine, I will pay VAT on it.
You can talk for the nation with that.
I will pay VAT. Well, this will be very careful.
Oh my God. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you?
I'm calling from Osho.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio, please? Hello?
I'm out of the place.
All right. What's your name?
My name is Ebube.
Ebube. Calling from Osho Diaby?
Yeah.
All right, Ebube, please go ahead.
You see, I keep saying something.
Ebube, you never come up for that place, so that feedback is still very obvious. Hello?
I said around other radios around me.
Go away from there now.
And now, if I tell you something that someone who did not go to school will not know something to do when he is asked to do it, he will do exactly what he feels like doing. And if he do it, he'll stand by it. That is what we are suffering now. He did not study what he is doing, and he does what he feels like doing. And he feels we must stand by.
Hello? Hey, Bube. That feedback is bad. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Barrister, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. How you doing?
Good evening. Please, I will want to make you go collect list first. Before we go talk about 9,200.
Because I get deduct here from there.
Sir, what's your name?
We will deduct it from the money.
My name is Sunday. I'm calling from Ikoto.
All right, welcome, sir.
I will support you when you collect that list.
My brother, God will bless you. You understand what is there? Yes. Then after Abakon here, you got to go. Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your effort.
The Konuge.
You agree my voice.
Good evening,
the people's barrister, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Mayor, how you doing?
This is Mayor. I didn't join on time. This issue of 9,200 would have been an interesting part of this thing.
I swear, if you hear what barrister was saying, without shame,
my brother, I spent 9,200 naira. I never try.
You never try?
So,
At
least you have started on a good note.
Hey, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Esther, a journey of 1 million miles.
That was the step. Oh, what about Alije? Because one bottle for you, one bottle for you.
Thank you, my senior advocate of the masses.
Okay, you know, after all, I didn't reach here, Richa.
And there's a saying that says, Opalite Obilinke. Opalite Obilinke. Go and Google it. You see, this issue of APC is just invitation to anarchy. Because the way they are doing about it, yes, PDP was not perfect. But if PDP had done half of what they are doing now, but we may not have this country again called Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
So people should talk to the president. He's going too far. He's going too far. Let the people who have the here, maybe the Adebo years that were at least the Adebo is the father or whatever, future father of the wife and whatever. And this man, Tunde Bakare, who have been silent. Let them talk to this man because you can push somebody when you get to the wall, you cannot exceed that wall. These Nigerians are being pushed to the wall. So let him, like somebody said, if the man can reason, let him not contest that election. If he can support someone like Osibajo or any other person, because he's contesting the way he's going about it, it might cause something that we may not like to answer. So that's just my take. So if you are doing a very great work, well done.
Thank you, Mayor, for calling, okay?
Esther, remember I have mentioned about Wild Wild West, 1964. They should be very careful. A thunder does not strike in a place twice.
Barrister Mr. Obi is asking for your number. He says, can he have your number? He wants to discuss something personal with you.
Which Obi the contestant.
Which waiting? Waiting.
Obi. Yeah, Obi, because you had the number immediately.
I'm back again. All right, this is FedEx Star from Surulere. He says, "All hail Queen Esther and greetings to people's voice of the people. I want to say may God bless Malam Belero and Captain Ibrahim Traore of Barrister Darlington. Kindly join me to say all hail the Queen." Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. FedEx.
Which Queen again?
Jealousy will kill you. Jealousy. Jealousy.
Oh God Almighty.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Turn down the volume of your radio, please, very quickly. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Dr. David calling from Lagos.
Mr. David from Lagos, welcome.
Pastor David.
No, I didn't say pastor. I said Dr. David.
Okay, Dr. David, welcome.
Yeah, how are you today?
We do.
The only queen, the queen of BOE.
Thank you, Dr. David.
I give to Barrister Darlington.
Well done, my brother. I was thinking you said the queen of Darlington. Okay, go ahead.
See your mouth.
Don't worry.
Dr. David, don't mind him, eh?
No, I think what Barrister Darlington is looking for, he's going to get it.
Oh, thank God, though. Please, put it in prayer.
Barrister Darlington. you remember those days of Jonathan, Abi?
Yes, I do.
And you know the way we all came out and marched, both those that believe that Nigerian life matters, and you know we carried a lot of black card and all of that.
Yes.
But now that APC has entered, they now say the problem of Nigeria is spiritual. I don't know if you are aware of that.
Of course, I've said it here now.
So now Nigeria problem is spiritual, is no longer physical. physical.
Yeah, not physical. Yes, she's not physical.
Now, the question there is, how long should we continue this way? How long should we continue? Because as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is not what we actually bargain for. What we are seeing now is not what we bargain for. And at times, I just say, if Jonathan was this bad, I don't think there would be any. If PDP was this bad, there won't be APC at all.
Of course.
And Barrister, I believe in you. I believe in the fact that you've mentioned it time without number, that there is going to be an implosion. And that implosion is actually going to happen. And I told people, if they like, they should get, all the whole governors should become to APC.
Yes.
We don't care. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to be the Nigerian people against this criminal entity. And that is one thing I believe for it. We cannot continue to have a country or a government that does not understand the primary responsibility of governance, which is the security of lives and property. And all these things we are saying, is it landing on deaf ear? I just don't know how we got to this point. But I just want to appreciate Barrister Darlington. I want to also appreciate this Malam Bello that called. And I think there is already a reawakening.
Exactly.
And this reawakening is going to be sustained. See, you know what? Just as I said, there are people that the moment we know who is flagging the flag of ADC, I can tell you for free, that is when you will see how Nigerians will be provoked to take back their country.
Exactly.
And it's not anybody that think that 2023 is going to 2023 and 2027 is going to be the same. They should go and learn well, because the only thing I call on Nigeria for, come out in your number. Even if you don't have voter card to vote, come out and join the people that have voter card. Mount the station, the police station, come in your number. And any talk that comes to come and disrupt the election, make sure you catch him and give him a first class beating. That is what we are going to do. We are not going to continue the way we are going. Nigeria versus APC come 2027. And I know I want a country that is good, that is going to be productive, a country that my children will be proud of. And this is not the country I want for my children. As far as I'm concerned, 2027 is not going to be business as usual. All I want is Nigeria being ready to take back your country. Nobody will do it for us. It's we,
all
the
right.
Nigerian
Thank
people.
you so much, Dr. David. Thank you so much. AB from Ekpe says, Igboho did not say they should not come to Southwest. He said, Obi Atiku, Nile Yoruba Nibo. That means they cannot win in any Southwest states. Okay. Now your money, Abi, your grandfather money, it says national assets, state money, not individual citizen money. Please correct your analyst, AB from Ekpe.
Correct what?
VOP teach, don't spin. AB from Ekpe. In a capitalist economy, it is not only the government that should be responsible for national amenities. Private rich men should be involved in also providing for the public. Government cannot do everything. AB from Ekpe.
Please, let me hear.
All right.
This excuse you are giving for Tinubu is making you look like you are an outsider. Government, Tinubu swore to be commander-in-chief of the armed forces, that he swore to protect life and property. It is there in the constitution. Why has he played that role?
All right. Seth from K2, thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. I see you. I'm not going to read now, but thank you. Thank you so much for your compliments. Obed Oji says, yes, the president and the ruling party are responsible because they cannot manipulate things in their favor, and that is still what they're doing by attracting most of the state governors to join their party and also meandering into some of the other political parties to weaken them against 2027 elections. Good evening, Esther. Tinubu should stop deceiving himself that security is for everybody. Why is he called the chief commander of the armed forces? He should also stop bribing people to support what is already bad. Pastor Mike. Good evening, Esther and Ashiwaju Darlington. I like that. Really? In spite of all these failures, from abysmal power supply to spiraling inflation to unprecedented unemployment rate to debilitating insecurity and many more, Nigerians will have to rise to the occasion in the coming months. It is an existential imperative. life. Okay. Good evening, S. Barris. I'm worried about this country and the foundations we're laying. It's Tinubu today. Don't come to our land and campaign to be another tribe tomorrow. They will forget that they are the ones who sowed this evil seed. Osita from Isolo.
Exactly.
All right, this person says, I salute you, my gallant and beautiful female presenter, Lady Esther. I salute you, sir, gallant lawyer in the house. How's your morale for this beautiful night? May God will surely save this country before it's too late. Amen. May God bless management and staff of VOP for the good job always. From OC Morale at CA Lagbaja Army Cantonment Ikeja. OC Morale, how are you at Army Cantonment and our colleagues, our people? God bless you guys. Thank you so much for working and making sure that Nigeria remains united and for helping protect our territory. Thank you, OC Morale. Yes, I'm on air. Yes, okay. What's your name, sir? Okay, all right, I would. All right, this person says, Esther, good evening. Barrister Darlington, AB from Ekpe again, always coming on air. Instead of you to talk your own, leave AB from Ekpe, he has talked his own.
The one when he talk, now he put us where we are. So
I'm so much happy. Our 001 barrister is happy today. Elder Dickin from Mafoluko Shodi, Lagos. Don't mind him. Barrister Akagom. Check him, may go. And you could 9,200 up to today by this time. Give me barrister. You don't deceiving the listeners. So you never anything. Which is Oku?
Even how much I'm sure you got.
Chai barrister. Hey. Chineke nai. More yogurt. Good evening, Esther and Barrister. You have any yogurts? Barrister, you have anything? Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. This is Stanley Aloze. I think that there is little hope for the country over the 2027 elections if the electorates can stick on the guns and vote out their oppressors in the coming elections. The citizens have a vital role to play if only this man can open up the electoral space a little bit, allow the opposition to operate, let the elections be credible, and allow mandatory and real-time transmission of election results. Whoever wins, Nigerians will congratulate and life goes on. It shouldn't be a do or die affair.
Yeah. Ambassador how? How about do or die affair? I won't tell them what will happen.
It shouldn't be a do or die affair.
It shouldn't be. Do you need to tell them? I said everything Tinubu condemned in a PDP, he has tripled it 10 times over. Yet Nigerians like this man that spoke, they are still supporting it, Esther. Is that how we are going to grow?
Barrister,
these are issues
maybe
now.
They are growing. They are growing. That's why they're supporting.
People are too tribalistic in this country. In fact, I thank God for Awolowo was serious. I really thank that man. God will bless him wherever for giving these people free education. Because we are blaming the North or whatever. Do you know what would have happened here if that man did not do what he did? Esther, can you imagine? I think people that claim to have been educated more than God.
Larry says, good evening, Esther. You and your barrister 9.2K. Now, wow. Anyway, we're enjoying the human dimension you guys are bringing to the program each time we're together. Well done. We depend on you, Larry. What is not a joke? Why you 9,200 to go and buy palmy for my people? 9,200.
A whole 9,000. A whole
barrister.
Why you talk about that?
Kachifo. Esam Barcelona, before this time, Peter Obi has been advised to build bridges by interacting and interfacing with people and politicians across the Niger. Now that he has boldly identified with Kwankwasia Group, this is a serious political move that worth commending. The likes of Kwankwasia and other prominent political gladiators who are disposed to North-South political arrangement will support the eloquent move. The Malambello that spoke was very correct by saying that for Tinubu to go ahead with Shetima or even to drop him is now a serious problem. Tony Anele from Ijagemo. This person says, is there any Nigerian that can explain the present economy to me to the extent that he or she will prove and convince me that the economic plan and policies are on the right track? Permit me to ask just one question. With all of the borrowings that this administration has borrowed, why has the president not deemed it fit to suspend every other project and divert the money to building just one new refinery that will support Dangote refinery? Also, I need someone to give me a genuine reason why government did not support telecommunications industries by constantly giving them money to buy electrical materials, just like the government keeps doing by giving money to Gencos that we all know is a privately owned company. It's unfortunate that Nigeria has now become the more you look, the less you see. Olora Bawao, Temitope Onatoe from Ijakemo community. Good evening, SM Barrister Dalente. You're doing a great job, honestly. You see that woman who went to Imo State to campaign for Tinubu and his cohorts? I promise her that she must cry the more as she has disappointed herself and her future. Second base, Jerry Boyesen from Afro Media. Hi VOP, so happy to be part of this good job you're doing. My regards to Barrister Dalente. My name is Aki from Ikorodu. I want to advise Nigerians, especially the Igbos living in Lagos, they shouldn't lose hope. If me as a Yoruba man is willing to give my vote to Obi, including my wife, I don't see the reason why they should be saying even if we vote, they will not give it to him. We have done it before. Please, we can do it again. Tinubu has destroyed this country the more. Let's give it Obi the chance and let's see what he can do. Akin Toyi, Akinwale. All right, well done, sir. Good evening, SM Barrister Darlington. Other oil producing countries are smiling to the bank with what is happening in Iran, but Nigeria is enduring price increase like people who don't have crude oil. In fact, Nigeria takes second position rated according to increase of oil price this period. If the soldiers act now, we will blame them. Livinus. Good evening, my people. Good evening, my people, for the good job. Some of the National Assembly members that passed those controversial electoral bills may end up as victims of the same bills. Those bills are to benefit only Tinubu. ABC knows the hell that they passed through on the 2023 elections, so that is why they are so afraid of opposition. Amechi from Mafoluku. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Happy New Week, Barrister Darlington. You can see we have entered one chance where ABC government is taking us to. Esther Barrister Darlington say we've been sold. Only God will help us in this country called Nigeria. This is Maxwell Chigozie from Owerri. All right, Maxwell. Good evening, Esther. Tell your guest he should not kill himself because of Tinubu matter. No good thing can come out from him about the president. He doesn't have more than one vote. He should soft pedal. Good evening, VOP team. Patrick from Oshodi. I'm from Cross River in Ogoja local government area. My senator is Jarigbe Mogum Ogoja, North Federal Constituency. Today being International Water Day, my people in Form 1 and 2 sleep in streams just to get water to. No one single borehole from government for providing drinking water. Life there is very terrible. Even animals are not abandoned this way. Talk of human beings in this 21st century. Please, this is what I'm talking about. The senator or House of Rep member representing your constituency. This is Patrick Umfong from Oshodi, and he's from Cross River State, Ogoja local government area. His senator is Jarigbe Mogum Ogoja, North Federal Constituency. We will call your senator and ask him why there is no one single borehole in that local government. 2026, no borehole water. This person says Tinubu is one of the has settled these defected governors with more money, but they don't know their case will be that of El-Rufai because any other agreement they are hoping on is going to be nowhere to be found after he must have used them to win the election. Ororo from Ayobor. Good evening, Madam Esther. Please, when are you bringing a Muslim cleric to talk to Nigerians over the various issues ravaging Nigeria today? I will. They've been fasting. I've been reaching out to one of the imams in one of the popular mosques in Lagos here. So now that they're done with the fasting, he would definitely come to the studio. So they were fasting during the period. That was why I couldn't announce and I couldn't invite him. So I'll be inviting him back very soon, hopefully this week that we're entering. Okay, trust me, I've been making contact with that, but they were fasting this period, so we couldn't bring him into the studio. They were not talking at all. So yes, he'll be coming in this by the grace of God this week. Thank you very much for actually stating that. Esther Barrister Darlington too like woman. Very well. Says he laugh as that lady they praise him. Yes, so Stanley from Okota, no mind that. He like woman, you don't want to spend money, no mind them. Good evening, Esther Barrister Darlington. Honestly, Nigeria happened to my sister Obiageli last 2 years. We rushed her to Igondo General Hospital, Ikeja General Hospital, Sam Ethan Air Force Base, Ikeja, Ebutemeta General Hospital, all to no avail until she passed on. Nigeria doesn't subsidize anything for its people, healthcare, housing, etc. But they take from the already poor and add salt to injury with taxes. There's no place like Nigeria in the whole world where all government policies are against the ordinary people, while the rich politicians and their friends smile to the bank. Even the money derived from subsidy removal from fuel do not reflect in our economy. It ends up in the pocket of politicians Every other country in the world that has crude oil, as Nigeria, do not suffer shortages of electricity supply. Our leaders have buried the country. No one seems to have solutions to our problems. Desmond Uguchukwu from Akanwajo Road, Egbeda, Lagos. Hello, good evening.
Hello. Yeah, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Barrister, my elder barrister.
Barrister has gone home.
Okay, I thank you people for enlightening Nigerians. I'm someone from Mushi.
Sam, you're welcome.
I really appreciate. God will bless you people.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I want to greet my barrister, but since he has gone home, greet him for me.
Okay.
God bless you people.
All right, thank you so much. This person says, Ima from Agbara says, the UK visit was handicapped. Tinubu is desperately seeking validation, especially from the West. Alrighty, this person says, my dear beloved Esther, please do not be overzealous on Nigeria's case. It's like leaders, like followers. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. Please help me beg Esther not to
Good evening. Sorry, just give me 1 minute.
Hello?
Yes, let me
Oh no, please give chance to other people. You've called before, alright? This person says, please tell Barrister Darlington that the only road named after and leading to the home of our dear late Sam Mbakwe is not passable, and the sitting House of Rep member is doing his third term after doing 4 years as commissioner and 4 years as secretary to Imo State government.
Hello.
That's how bad it is in Barrister Abumo's own federal constituency.
Hello.
My name is Smart from Ejigo. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
How are you, sir?
What about Sadalata? I know you have done it.
Yes.
Please, you people are trying.
Thank you.
At least we are not making us to know what is going on in this country. The kind of people that is going on in this country is too much. But I believe that one day, when people go market, you know, go come back. Because why I'm telling you this now, all these our politicians, all these our people, they have set their strategy. They have planned how they will rig election 2026. But God is going to surprise them. Because if they allow what happened in Naples to happen in Nigeria, it will be a disaster. So let us trade with the caution. Let them be careful. We support Obi, and Obi to go long way. Bye-bye. Good night.
All right, good night. Good evening, Esther. Peter from Shibiri Ojo. Apart from being hypnotized, according to Barrister Darlington, the greatest disservice done to Nigerian masses by the elites is the divide and rule method. Despite the hardship we're going through, Nigerians are so fragmented that it takes only God to unite us again. So the politicians have at last succeeded to the detriment of us all. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Oluwatoyin is my name.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
I'm calling from Agigi.
Welcome, sir.
Madam, I have 3 options that can help this country.
Okay.
Either we go regionally, that is the 3 tribes, or we go with what we call military system. Then the rest is history. If we could not do that, which means there is no way for this country. All these leaders who are saying they were just deceiving us, and they have been deceiving us right from independence to today. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much. Hashtag evening rush. Good evening, Esther and amiable Barrister Darlington. Tell Obi and Kwakwaso to prepare against satanic and dangerous psychological warfare from APC. If they believe me, they'll win APC before 12 p.m. on election day. Sister Esther and Barrister Darlington, good evening. This is Henry Uche. All right. Okay, journalist with Daily Sun newspaper. I don't like commenting for my personal reasons. God bless you, Barrister. Why? Comment, please. Unique destiny. Nigerians have never had it this bad. This is the most dangerous, wicked, corrupt, scandalous, callous, curlish government ever. Okay. Good evening, Esther. Why is Barrister Darlington bothered? Just a matter of time. All right. Good evening, Esther. Good evening. Good evening to you. Those ABC supporters that used to call before to either threaten or counter Barrister Darlington without any meaningful facts, and even sure to come and challenge him at VOP are no longer calling. Is it that they are too hungry to call, or has now seen the truth in what Barrister Darlington has been saying? As for the rot in the National Assembly, no wonder they ganged up against Peter, because a good, no-nonsense leader brings about good followers. From Chief Udo. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to wrap up today. I will see you tomorrow for an interesting, engaging conversation. I intend to bring one of the ADC House of Rep aspirant. He was once in Labour Party. I remember the last time he was here, you guys asked him a question that, are you sure you're not going to leave if Peter Obi leaves Labour Party? And he was like, oh, he's not going to say anything till then. But I do hope we have him tomorrow, because they're all having one meeting or the other every day. Been trying to engage him to come to the station for the past 3 weeks now. Hopefully he's able to make it tomorrow. All right, do have yourself an amazing evening. Also join us for the new Nigeria debate tomorrow afternoon from 1:30 p.m. till 3 p.m. I and Choma Innocent will be here in the afternoon. So come up with your own political ideology and let's surmount the issues. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.